Hey, hello, hi everyone. Good morning. Uh, I hope everyone joined. And in the previous class, we discussed about the Git, right? So Git is in a version control system, and we already installed in our systems, and we set up in our local systems also. Okay. So if you face any queries regarding installations and setup, just let me know. Then I will start the basic commands today. Okay, so I'm hoping everybody was completed with the installations and also set up in your local systems. Okay, so as I already explained about you, like a Git is like a distributed version control system, so it will always keep the track changes in our project or in our files or in our source codes of our projects. Okay, and we can also work on a multiple project. Okay, like a same project we can work on different people's, so by creating the branches, and I already said I will explain in the today's class. So this is about the Git, and we have to install the Git in our local system and set up with our local name and the Gmail also. And I also explained about how to configure using command line interface by the commands. Okay, like a git config. I also pasted that configuration commands in the chat box. Okay, so please share it with your friends if you have anybody, if they missed that previous class. Okay, if not, let me share my notepad. Your file. Okay, so git configure file. So after installation and setup in your local system, okay, you need to check your git is installed in your system or not. So that for that reason I'm using git version. Okay, so to check git install or not. Okay, git so not and what version. Okay, which version you have installed. So for that command git hyphen hyphen version, and for the configure, so you need to use git config hyphen hyphen, and you need to give the global level and dot username, and you need to give your username some. Okay, I'm just giving my name, username, and you need to give the git config and your email, Gmail or something, whatever you use. Same global user dot email, and give that email. I just given the team hub, right? 20 something like this. Okay, so here you need to give your username, and here you need to give your user email. So set the configurations, and to check whatever the configurations are you given. Okay, so you need to give the git configure list, git configure hyphen hyphen list. Okay, it will give you the list to show all the configurations. Okay, so these are the basic concepts. Okay, basic commands we discussed on that previous class, and also we created one local I just created one local folder and clone the project. Okay, from the different github link. Okay, I have a github link. Okay, so I copied one github link here. Okay, I have that link here, and I want to clone that git repository into my local system. So for that reason I just use a command git clone. Okay, git clone and that URL. Okay, I need to paste that URL here. So by that we clone that local repo in the previous classes. Now this is in the case of where I have the github repo link. I already have the repo and I want to clone that. But today's class, I just want to create one repo in your local folder. Okay, and then we will make changes in that local folders, and we will see how the local commands works. Okay, so now let me explained you one command each. Okay. Now we have the first command as, so these are the commands, important commands in our GitHub. Okay. Wherever you go, these commands are important in your real-time project or real-time work also. Okay. So 1 second, is my screen visible to everyone? I'm sharing my screen. So if yes, just please give me the thumbs up. Okay. I'm sharing or not? Yeah, I'm sharing. These are important commands. Okay. So please listen, everybody. So if anybody facing any issues regarding WebEx or anything, just let me know in the chat box. Okay. So I'm starting the commands. Now the first command will be git init. Okay. So git init is nothing but it initialize a new git. So wherever in the command line, I see you. Let me go to this back cd. So in my users, okay, in my Radha, okay, in my Radha folder, I just want to make one folder. Okay, let's college project. Okay, let me give it as college project folder. Okay, I just created one folder. I want to list it out whatever the folders are present in my Radha. Okay, so these are the folders which are present in my Radha folder. Okay, now I have the college project folder. Okay, I just want to move into that. So how can I move? So just go to that. Okay, now I am in the college project folder. So now I want to initialize a Git in that folder. Okay, in the college project folder. So I need to give the command as git init. Okay, so git init will initialize a new Git repository. Okay, in this current folder. In this current folder. So that is the importance of the git init. It will tells a git to start tracking this project. So definition, I can give it as initialize a new git repo. Okay, repository in the current folder. In the current folder, so which is nothing but it will tells a git to track this project entirely. Okay, so whenever you changes or whenever you submit or whenever you commit, it will track everything. So this is the importance of the git init. So it initialize a new git repository in the current folder. And we have the git status. Okay, so we have the git status. So it will shows a current state of this working directory. Okay, so whatever the directory we have, college projects, we have the working directory, right? So it will show you all the state of that working directory. So to help to check the files, what are the modified and what are in the staged area and what are untracked. Okay, so it will shows the current state of working directory. So working directory present, I was working in the college project, right? So this is a college project. So when I initialize this git init, okay, see initialize empty git repository and see users rather college project. Okay, when I type the git status, see it's showing me the status of on which branch I am. Okay, I am on the branch master. So no commits yet. I didn't committed anything. So nothing to commit. I didn't created any file. So it's showing me nothing to commit. Okay. So this is how we use git init and git status. So it is in a second command. And among this, we also have git add. Okay, so git add dot we have. So whenever you use a git add and dot, it symbolizes like it will add all the files in the staging area. Staging area is nothing but those are the temporary files okay, which are ready to commit. Okay, so it will add adds all the files in the folder. Okay, so it will save the times when many files are changed. So in my college projects, okay, I have created a number of files and I also modified them. Okay, so to add that file like into staging area, I need to give it like this. So git add, and here I need to give the file. So whatever the file I have edited, I need to give it here. So what it will do, it will add this file. Okay, add file to the staging area for particular file only. But when you use a git add dot, okay, so it will add all the files whichever are modified or created. Okay, so it will prepare files for the committing. But here in the git add dot, it will add all the files whichever are modified, and it will save the time many files, like when you are working with the many files and modified, it saves a lot of time. So here we can use git add, or we can also use a git add dot. It's better and recommended command is git add dot. Okay, so it always add all the files to the staging area. And in case of we just modified one file and we use this command and we forgot to add another file which we modified. Okay, so in that cases it will give you the errors, or it will okay, override the whatever the changes we made. But when we use a git add, it will add all the files into staging area. So git add dot is an important command also. And we have the git commit. Okay, so this is also important one, git commit file. So like whatever the record, whatever the changes, or whatever the created file we have, so we need to create the checkpoint. Okay, we need to save that. So git history with a message also. So if you want to, so you have created one file and you want to save that file with one message, so here you need to give git commit hyphen m, and here you need to give the message for that commit. So like this, so in this you can also give the message. So whatever the commit for what you are committing, okay, you can give the message. So it will record the changes in the git history. Okay, whatever the changes you have made in the previous, so that changes will be recorded, and it will record it with the message. Okay, it will create a checkpoint for your project. Like I have added some multiplication program. Okay, so I just I modified the code and I just use a git command. So it was went to the staging area, and then it will, when I use git command commit, I just here I will give that I have added like a addition or calculator something code. Okay, so whenever you go and check the status, okay, so it will give you the message whatever you have committed on the commit message. Okay, so what I can do here, it will record changes in the git history. Okay, with a message also, with a message. So these are the important commands. These are the 5 important commands. So, and along with this, we also have git log. Okay. So git log is like it will show you all the commits you have committed till now. Okay, it will show all the history of the commands. History of the commands. Okay, so whenever you have committed one file in the previous night and committed in the morning, okay, so if you want to check whatever the commits you have done, okay, you have to use a git log. And we have the git branch, okay, to list it out all the branches, to list out the branches. So when you are working the same project with the 2 to 3 members, okay, like in your project you are working with the 2 or 3 fellow students, okay, you need to create a branch in your local system. So we use git branch to list out all the branches. To create the branch, we use git branch and the branch name. Okay, so here it will create the branch. It will create a new branch. So to create the branch, we use a git branch, and the whatever the name you want to give for that branch name, you can give that branch name here. Okay. But when you use a git branch, it will list it out all the branches present in your local. Okay. And so if you want to check out directly by creating the branch, okay, you have to use git checkout, and you need to give the branch name. Okay, this will switch us to the given branch. Mm, switches to the given branch. Now, what else we have? And we also have the git remote. Like when you have this is we create this by initializing in our local command, but we also have the GitHub right in our local. So here we also have the GitHub repo. See, this is dev, yeah. So here we can also create a new repository without commands with the using of the user interface. Here you can give the git repo, okay, git repo name, and you need to connect with this git repo by using the command line. So in that case, if you want to connect your local repo to the remote GitHub, okay, whatever the repo you have in your system, like this is my local repo folder, so college project, okay. So for that I want to connect with my remote repo. We need to use the command get remote, okay. Here let me give it get remote, add origin, okay. You need to create that remote url, and here you need to give that url, okay. Get remote add origin url. So it will connect whatever the connects in your local system. You have repo, right? So it will connect local repo to remote GitHub repo. Okay, so it will links a local project to our GitHub, and it will save all our code in our remote repo. And we also have the git push, okay. After committing our code, we need to push our code to local, okay. After connecting to our local, okay, after connecting to our remote repo, I want to add and push my code to the origin branch. So here I want to give the branch name, okay. I'm just giving the branch name. So then it will upload all my commits to the upload all my commits to the GitHub, okay. So it will share works online. And for the final, the most important one, and git pull, okay. Today I worked on my project, okay. Imagine like this: today I worked on my project, and I just added all my staging area, and after adding I just committed, okay. And I checked all the commits what I have done, okay. So then I just pushed my code to my origin branch in my local, sorry, in my remote branch, okay. I saved all that. And when I coming to the office in the next day, okay, first thing I need to do is pull my latest code. Whatever the code changes by the second member, okay, it will also reflect in my branch. So we need to pull the latest code and start our work in the real time. Also, the first thing we need to do is we need to pull the latest code into our local branch. So just git pull origin, and you need to give the branch name here. So here it will brings a latest changes from not from GitHub, okay. So these are the important commands. I will share this document with you also in the group, okay. So these are the commands we use till now, okay. These are we used yesterday in the previous classes. Now we create one folder and one project, and we work with all these commands. Okay, so now let's create one repository and adding file to our local Git repo. Okay, now here I created one project, right? Okay, so here I created one college project and moved one directory, and I moves into that directory and initialize our Git. Okay, Git init, and I also check the status, Git status, and we didn't created any commits, or we didn't created any branch masters or anything, right? So now uh, I moved and I tell the gits to start the tracking the project, and let me add one file to this folder. Okay, so to add the file, like I am using echo, and I'm just hello world, I'm typing one text here. Okay, now I want to add this text into what okay, let me read it as readme dot txt. Okay, and just created one file, red text me. In that red text me, I'm just printing hello world. Okay, with the echo command, and just click enter. Okay, so now I want to check the status. Okay, here when I check the status on the initiated git, it doesn't give any comments or any status, right? So let me check it here. Git status. Okay, see it giving in the red color. Okay, no branch untracked files, which are, this is untracked file which is giving in the red color mark. Okay, just now I created readme.txt, right? So I need to add that before committing, so it showing me the red color. So that how I created. Now how can we track that? So we need to use a add file name. So it is showing also here. See, use git add and the file name. So to include in with what will be committed. To commit, we need to add that. So I'm just using git add. Okay, you can also use the file name, or you can also give the dot. Okay, so I'm just here using git add readme.txt. Okay, now check the status once again. See, it was in the green. Okay, so in the previously it was in the red color, but now it was the green color. So changes to be committed. So this has to be committed. So here it's showing as untracked files. Okay, so this is the difference between adding. Okay, so staging area and before staging area. Okay, and here it's also using it, also giving you the command git remove and cat, so to unstage. So now we added to staging area, but if you want to remove that staging area file, okay, you can use a git rm. So before going into that, I just added and I just want to commit this file. Okay, git commit. Okay, hyphen, I want to send the message also, git commit hyphen m, and give the message. So added readme file. Okay, I just added a readme file, so I'm just giving the message as added a readme file with a commit command, git commit hyphen him. Okay, this one flag, and added a readme file, and just simply click on enter. Okay, see what it's saying, added a readme file, one file changed, one insertion. Okay, so create mode 10664 readme text file. Okay, we added and committed our first file. Okay, so we just created one folder. Okay, and we initialized that folder with the github. Okay, see here we initialize, okay, empty git repository, and we check the status, and we added one file readme.txt, and we check the status of that file. Okay, it was in unstaged area. Okay, and then we added that file, so we added to the staging area, and after that we checked it. Okay, there is a difference between the previous one and the present one. Okay, it was an untracked files, now the changes was done. Okay, and then after I committed with my message. Okay, I committed with my message. So let me go to my folder and check whether, so previous Radha, right? So in the Radha folder, what I created, college project, right? So college project, see here I have the folder readme.txt, and in the readme.txt See, I have this hello world. Okay, so this is in my local system itself. Now whatever I created, that was in my local system, okay, but not in my remote GitHub. Okay, so now what I will do, I will create one remote level, okay, remote level repository. So how we can clear, just go to the GitHub and logged in. After going to the login, here we have our profile, right? Okay, just click on that, and here we have the repositories. Just click on that and right click, and after that here we have the new symbol, right? So if you want to create your new repo, so just click on the new repo. Okay, here you need to give the repository name. So whatever the name we have given there, just want to college project. Okay, now if you want to describe, okay, you can describe it like I have created demo. Okay, and you can also choose a visibility, so you have to give the public, and if you want to give private, you can also give it private. Now private, public, and just simply click on the create repository. Create repository. Now 1 second, see, we are done with our repo. Okay, we are done with our repo. We have created our repo. See, this is our college project repo, right? So this is our college project repo, and so we need to connect this, whatever the GitHub repo is there, right? So we need to connect with this our local repo. So what we need to do, here we have the HTTPS, right? So copy this link. Here we need to copy this link and go to the command line. Go to the command line. So before going into the command line, let me show you one thing. Okay, see here, when you want to connect local repo to the remote GitHub repo, what is the command we need to use? We need to use git remote add origin, and that whatever the you have copied the URL, right? So you need to paste this URL in this place. So here we are in this file, right? So here I want to add my remote repo. I want to connect with my local repo, so I am just adding git remote add origin odd origin and paste that link. So this is a link, right? Whatever the we have created that repo here, so I'm just adding that repo, remote repo, to our local repo. So just simply click enter. Okay, and first check git branch. So this is in the master branch. Okay, so let me change that into git branch one main. Okay, so now let me check the branch. So this is a main branch. Okay, so this is a main branch now. So I just change the master to the main, and I want to push whatever my local code. Okay, I have created local code, right? So I want to push that local code into my main branch. Okay, so how we can push? So here I given the code like git push. Okay, git push and origin, whatever the branch name is there. So we need to give that branch name. So here what I have to give, git push one new origin. Okay, and what is the branch name here? I have given the name as a main, right? So I'm just using the branch name. So click on enter. See, permission to Fratello denied. Okay, think I need to give the permission. 1 second, let me, I need to give the permission. So I've already given the access, unable to access the request URL, return error. Okay, so here we created anything. It's given like a private only, right? Yeah. Uh, 1 second. I think I need to add a collaborative or security. So okay, 1 second then. Let me log into my account. So I just created a, let me sign it out from this and let me logged in, sign in. So continue with Gmail. So in my local system, I have my local repo. So it's not giving the permission to connect with that. So So this is my local repo and I just want to add one repo here, new repo, okay? So click on new and give the college project, okay? And the description I have created for the college and I given the public and create repository, okay? And just copying this link and go to the command line. Okay, here we have, right? So now let me remove the previous one, right? So to remove the previous local repo, okay, like a remote, I need to use a git remove, sorry, git remote remove origin. So I'm removing the previous one, okay? So now I want to add this new one, right? So what I have to do, git remote add origin and give the link, okay, and enter and now push it, git push hyphen u origin to the main. I think it was 1 second, right? Let me check whatever the branch name is, git branch, so it's main, right? So git push hyphen u origin, give the branch name. Okay, I think now, yeah. So it's see, it's enumerating the objects, it's checking and counting the objects, writing objects, and total three. Okay, so branch name setup was tracked. Okay, we are done with our local repo. So okay, we are now send our local, whatever the local projects are there or linked to the GitHub, and we refresh, okay, and we push that data into our local, like a remote file. Okay, so now let me go to this and just refresh it here. See, in my, okay, so whatever my repo is there, okay, in Kai Radha I have college project, there I have added readme.txt by using Fratello dev team, okay. So in my, so here readme.txt, just check it here, go here, see whatever the file we have created in our local system, now it was available in our GitHub, okay, in our remote GitHub file. Now I also explained about the git branches, right? Git commands, here we use the, right, git branch and git branch name, like creating and working on the branches. So let me create one branch and check out to that branch name. So like when you are like separate versions of a project, the first I release one project, okay, so that is a version one, and next I want to modify that and I want to release a new project, a new version of the project, so I need to create a separate branch. So, okay, so we don't need to modify that same file with that, okay, we need to create a separate branch. So let me create one branch here, okay, here let me create one git branch, okay, and give the name as a future, okay, feature one. Now I want to check out to that branch, I need to get into that branch. So check out and give the branch name, future one. Okay, so switch it to the branch future. Okay, so we are in the future branch now. Okay, so one second, let me refresh it here and go back. Okay, go back. Sorry, I just gone one step. So here, see, I have main branch and I also have one branch to it. Okay, now here we are in the future one branch, right? So in this branch, okay, let me add one file here. Okay, let me add one file. So how we can do echo and just give as this is from future one branch. Okay, let me give the message as inside the file. I'm just typing this and we need to add this. Okay, I'm just giving the future one dot txt. Okay, or let me give the future dot txt itself. Okay, and just okay, now I created one file. Okay, after creating the file, what we need to do, we need to add the file. Okay, we need to add that file by giving the file name, or you can simply give the add dot symbol. Okay, and here you can also check it here, git status. Okay, that will be in the state. See, it was in the green file because we didn't use a file name, but we have used a pull stop. So pull stop means it will add all the files which are created, okay, into the staging area. After adding, what we need to do, we need to commit with the message. Okay, so added future dot txt file dot txt. So I need to give this just want to give the future. Okay, future in the future one branch, right? We have given in the future one branch only, right? Future one branch. Okay, and just enter. Okay, see, it's saying added future.txt in the future one branch. One file was changed and one was insert and created more future.txt file. Now I want to push this branch. Okay, I want to push this branch code into my GitHub. Okay, into my GitHub. So I need to give the command as git push to the origin. Okay, and whatever the branch name is there, you need to give that branch name. Future branch name is future one, right? Future one, yeah, here we have, right? Future one. Okay, failed to push some reference to get college project. What it's showing. Okay, one second. Why it's showing like this, man? Git push origin future one. We have created the future branch future one itself, right? Yeah. Future's name. So one second. Failed to push some reference to GitHub. Where is that? Where is my local repo? Here, right? Which project with me 15 minutes ago? Sorry, I think I need to give the command to upstream, right? So one second. Let me give the I need to push this branch to the origin first. So let me give the git push u. So here hyphen u is nothing but it's in a flag value. So it will set the upstream. So next time we just need to run the just push. Okay, just let me give the origin and future one. Okay, future one doesn't match any. Just create over the branch I have created here. What I have given here. Git push. Yeah, now it's done. Okay, so I just given spelling mistake here. So see, so for that reason it doesn't went. Now, okay, go to the GitHub and just refresh it here. So here, see, the future one had a recent push 19 seconds ago. Okay, so here in my branch, see, this is a main branch, and this is what my local future branch. In this future, I have also added future.txt. This is from the future branch. Okay, so now we have created our local branch, and we just added that file. Okay, we added that file and we pushed to our local branch. Okay, so this is a pull request. Okay, so here we need to compare whatever the one person was added. Okay, here we need to compare and pull request. Okay, this was added. So if you want to give any description, you can also give, and you just create a pull request. Okay, so it was done. So these are the merge pull requests. Okay, you need to merge it and just confirm merge. So these are all the merge and conflict rights. Okay, you just don't need now. Okay, these are all the basic ones. Okay, wait and give the message and commit it. Wait, work. Okay, these are the commits, and just go to the college project and see these are the files we merged into our main branch. So in our main branch we have now future branch and also redmi.txt file. Okay, so in the same project itself, the multiple members are working and they are contributing their work to our major project. So this is in my major. Just assume as this is my main branch is my major project, and I'm just creating different branch to the different persons. I have three members in my team, so I'm just they are creating their local branches and they are adding files and they are. Okay, so they are committing, they're contributing to the team, and they just pull to our local branch. Okay, whoever is there in my branch, they are comparing and adding to the main branch. So here, see, in our main branch, we also have the future.txt, and this is for future branch new txt file. So this is how we use GitHub in our real time. Okay, so these are all the commands is important. Okay, I will send this text file, okay, to you. So just practice day by daily by just creating one local and remote repositories. Okay, so just till now we just learned how the most important commands are there and their meanings. Okay, so how these workflows are there, and we have created our one local repo and added that files to our local repo and push that code to our remote repo, which are nothing but GitHub remote repo. So this is our remote repo, right? So we added our local files to our remote files. Okay, push it code to the GitHub and created and worked with the branch. Okay, so we also merged. Okay, so when one branch is adding to the file, so the main whoever the response for the main branch, they will request PR. Okay, and then we need to accept this. So this is about the git and GitHub commands. Okay, so this is how we need to use all our GitHub commands. So this is today's class. Okay, I think we are done with the GitHub and Git. Okay, regarding any doubts, Git. Okay, you have any doubts regarding Git or GitHub or Git commands? Okay, how to create the account, how to use it. Just raise it questions, or you can also ping me in the chat. Okay, I'm here to help you. If everything is well and good, you can just drop off from the class, and that's it, today's class. Or if you have any doubts, you can just ping me in the chat. I will wait for you. In any case, installations or working with the commands, I will share that commands text in the group also. Okay, everyone, well, good enough. Okay, then. Thank you, guys. Thank you for attending.